And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And yes, welcome to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Always want to help you win no matter what you're facing out there. Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate program here. Want to help you win. 813-917-1894. Call or text that line. Any questions, comments you have relating to 80 different categories of business, finance, real estate, self-defense, technology. We've got tech experts, law, attorneys, so many people that can help you here in Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region of Florida and the United States for that matter. We've got a worldwide reach with Keller Williams Realty. We're the #1 real estate company in the world. Reach out, 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. We've got Thomas King in the house as well, Florida Firearms Academy. Later on in the program, Captain Will Smith, Falling from the Sky. He's an author, and also we're going to talk about his movie and some of the coolest stuff happening within the Florida film industry. Going to talk about that, as well as later on in the program, Shane Socash coming up. Shane is the owner of David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. We're going to talk about alternative investment opportunities, gold, silver, precious metals, etc. Before we jump into this content, we'd like to feature our listings live on air to help our sellers profit more and sell faster with our syndication on 80 different outlets worldwide, seen and heard by thousands of people every day. 5014 Pompano Drive. This is waterfront pool home with bay access, beautiful property, completely renovated. Corner lot, fenced in backyard, beautiful property here. You've got community clubhouse, boat ramp as well. 5014 Pompano Drive in Newport Richey, 1,700 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2 car garage, waterfront home, bay access, and you've got your own private dock on a deep and wide canal. Updated kitchen, great opportunity to own real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
This is God's country.
And giving a shout out to Discovery Golf Cars. If you're thinking about getting a golf cart or just consider maybe want to have a test drive, check them out online, discoverygolfcars.com. They've got Easy Go, Star EV, Cushman, new and pre-owned. You can rent or buy, and they offer financing and mobile repair. Tampa locations and a Clearwater location. Discovery Golf Cars. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, we got Thomas King in the house, Florida Firearms Academy, Second Amendment advocate, and just the overall great guy. Welcome in.
Thank you, Brandon. It's always fun to be here.
Yeah, man. So you got some pretty cool events coming up, and you know a lot of people don't realize, like, you got to go to Thomas's events, man. He's got all these giveaways and guns and ammunition, fun stuff coming up at Florida Firearms.
All right, we just broke ground next door, so we built a huge pavilion out there for our parties because we can't put 500 people in our store anymore. We've just added so much stuff and inventory in the store, so now we do a lot of the events and cooking out there. We have a huge event coming up, but this Saturday is one of our can parties, a suppressor party. Can you own a suppressor? Yeah, well, legally, if you can own a gun, you can own a suppressor as long as you're a good guy and you don't get in trouble out there. We are one of the largest NFA dealers out there, National Firearms Act. That means we sell suppressors, SBR, short barrel rifles, short barrel shotguns, full auto machine guns. If you're looking to have it done, we can do it for you. And now with the ATF changing the ruling and everything, you can make it a lot faster. So before, if you ordered a suppressor, it normally took about 10 to 12 months before you can actually take it home. Well, now it's a 90-day process. But this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2:30, we're having a suppressor party. You're going to be able to come in. Members are going to be able to come in, try rifles, pistols suppressed with some really cool rifles like an MP5 suppressed, an AR suppressed, pistols, CZs, and free ammo, free target, free range fee, free eyes and ear protection. That's for members only. But if you're not a member and you're thinking about becoming a member, it's $15 to get the ammo, the range feed, try these firearms out. It's really cool. It's really fun. And also, you'll get a 90-day free membership. If you do decide to purchase one, you don't have to purchase one, but if you want to put a suppressor on your firearm, it does make it a lot nicer. And now with the 90 days, it's a lot faster. So you'd purchase, so you come in, does about 10 minutes. We have a kiosk there. We do all the fingerprints, photo, paperwork. Boom, you're all done. Our attorney, Debbie, will be there doing gun trusts. Now, she's charging 50% off. It's $200 for the gun trust. You don't have to have a gun trust to own a suppressor, but it's always really good to have a gun trust. You can put all your stuff on there, and that usually takes about 5 minutes to do. It's cash-only deal for $200 for her if you want the gun trust. If not, you just come to our kiosk. We help you with all the paperwork. But once you purchase the suppressor, it stays in our vault. Every time you come to the range, you can say, hey, I want to use my suppressor. We give it to you. You go out on the range. We hook it all up for you. And then you go out there and you use it. When you're done, you bring it back to us. You cannot take it home until the 90 days are up or until you get your tax stamp that comes in. Then we go, yay, balloons fall down. Your suppressor tax stamp came in, so you can go ahead and take that home with you.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. A lot of stuff happening. Florida Firearms Academy. And a good place to follow is on Instagram or Facebook because they're constantly updating new pictures, announcing all the contests. And there's some really cool contests as well. You can win guns and ammo.
Yeah, this week, this lady Debbie won. She won a survival backpack with all the cool stuff inside of it. We usually give away guns and ammo and stuff, but we do a 52-week giveaway. So that's one a week. So follow us on Florida Firearms Academy on Facebook, and you could win something. This week, you had to type in your favorite restaurant, and that's how easy it is. So type in your favorite restaurant.
That's pretty cool. Good engagement from that too.
Right.
And you got a great staff over there, Marty. I mean, the whole team is just very knowledgeable. A lot of former military, a lot of former law enforcement.
Right. And there was a lot of people that even volunteer, believe it or not. And the cool thing is this. So you can go to any gun range out there and you ask them, their instructors, how long you been there? I bet they're not there for long. What we have is instructors that have been there since day one.
Yeah.
I mean, we treat them with respect. They're paid well. We all get along. Yes, this other day we just had a birthday party for all of them. We went to Sticks Pool Hall, amazing place, by the way. They catered us food. I had Pin the Tail on the Donkey for everyone, all the employees. And it was so fun. And then we did Bop It, Twist It, Pull It for the top 5 to move on from the Pin the Tail on the Donkey. And then the top player won a 1911 with the flashlight, tactical flashlight. So
nice.
We always take good care of them guys.
Yeah, we're talking with Thomas King here, Florida Firearms Academy, FFATampa.com. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. And let's talk a little bit about some of the issues right now, too, because you really keep your ear to the ground when it comes to, what's going on with, the gun grabbers out there, the attack on the Second Amendment. The southern border, again, wide open, and it seems like people are more worried about the Ukraine border than our own southern border, where we know gang members, drugs, human trafficking. It's emboldening the Mexican cartels. They're using TikTok, the app, as President Trump said they would, to infiltrate and to utilize, the technology to spy, basically, is what they're doing.
It's absolutely terrifying because what I'm hearing, and this is just from people that have been high ups and out there and in these organizations and stuff, but these guys are becoming so powerful that they can basically do almost anything, and they're threatening politicians. If you say something, do something, try to stop us in this, your family will disappear.
Right.
We have the shipyard here where things can come ship in the port here in Tampa.
Yep.
We know we're number 3 in sex trafficking. Why hasn't any of our politicians, government done anything to stop that? It's from the port. That's where they ship them in and out. You would think there'd be huge security there, right? Because that's where it's all. They're taking these kids and they're getting $200,000 per kid. But if you say something, you probably may disappear. So.
Yeah, it seems like almost like they want, like it's an inside job. I mean, you really do. You talk to U.S. Institute Against Human Trafficking, John Long, been on our program. He's one of our nonprofit organizations that we donate time for our radio program, TV show program. And the stories that he says, and I went to they had their 5th anniversary gala about 3 or 4 months ago. Mm-hmm. And it was just amazing to see some of the stories and hear some of the testimonies that happens. But yeah, it's almost like the left has that arm that says, oh well, if you threaten and almost shoot, that what do they tried to assassinate a Jewish guy. It was in
synagogue.
Yeah.
Yes.
They BLM goes and bails him out, pays $100 and something thousand to bail him out. So you have a party in our country that has a enforcement arm, BLM, and the Antifa and the riots and the burning and the looting and the threatening, but then you have the political class that is losing popularity by the just amazing numbers.
I didn't know that. I heard that it was done through GoFundMe, where they raised the money to bail him out, but they took all that money away from the truckers.
Exactly.
So it's so unfair these days.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It really is.
And you know what's really scary? Right now, what we're doing is the apocalypse party.
There you
That's
go.
the scary part. I gotta mention this because this is going to be amazing for so many people. Do I got a minute for?
Yeah.
All right. So we got on March. You're going to write this down because after you hear what I'm going to say, you're going to go, "Oh yeah, I'm coming to that." March 12th from 3 to 6 p.m. We're doing the largest firearm giveaway: rifles, ammo, shotgun. We're going to give away so much crazy stuff. $10,000 in giveaway. This is a free event to anyone who loves and supports the Second Amendment. And you want to get there early because if you get there at 3, you're going to be in a long, giant line. First 50 people are going to receive a free gift. There's no purchase necessary. You come in, you're going to get free dinner. You're going to be able to win free cool stuff. You're going to get all kinds of cool things. But we're going to have a raffle. So once you come in, you get a free ticket. You put that in the AR, or the Glock you want to win, or the SIG, or whatever. And we're going to call it out. So you're going to see who wins that. You do have to RSVP on our webpage or our Facebook page. Our webpage is FFATampa.com. That's Florida Firearms Academy, FFATampa.com. There's going to be free food that's going to start at 3 o'clock. The raffles are free. We're going to have kids and adult face painting. It starts at 3. Kids and adult balloon twisting are going to make hats and cool firearms. This is the zombie apocalypse one. So they're going to probably face paint you as a zombie or something really cool. At 4:30, we're going to do the zombie survival tag game. The last person that survives a zombie tag game, we can't touch anyone. You're not going to be running anything, but it is a tag game. And you're going to win an AR. So whoever is the last survivor standing wins. We're going to have a professional photo shoot with you and your guests with zombies. They're going to text you right there your photos, so it's actually really cool. You got to be 21 to play the zombie tag game, so you can't be a little kid or anything. But we're going to have a huge 6-hour ammo sale from 2 to 5. It's a 3-hour sale. We can't even talk about the prices because we'll get in trouble. And we just built that large pavilion. So we're going to have a lot of seating, tables, so you can eat out there, just hang out there. We're going to have someone come out and sing our national anthem. And it's just going to be an amazing, fun day for everyone. We do this because we love our community. We love our members. You don't have to be a member to come to this event. You can look around, see what you get if you became a member, and most people do. They say, "Oh yeah, I definitely want to become a member," because of all the discounts you get, free range fees, you get all kinds of cool stuff. But we do a lot for our members and members-only party, so that's what makes it exciting for our members.
So March 12th, is that a Saturday?
March 12th is a Saturday. You're not going to want to miss this. What did you want? A 1911 beautiful pistol.
I want a nice gun.
So
that was awesome.
You got to play the games to win, and I love playing games. That's why, like when with my employees, we just gave away that 1911. They all had to play a game, and you know what? We make it fair, and every one of them was happy, going, "Oh, I wanted to win that," but hey, congratulations, Ryan. He's one of our employees. He won the 1911, but they're all happy for them because they know we're going to do it another one. We're going to have some other game, but we just want to make everyone have a good time.
And it was all done live on Facebook, so it's all,
so
hey,
we can't
see who's
cheat.
going to win. Yeah,
we're not going to cheat.
All right, we'll take a quick break there. When we come back, Thomas King, Florida Firearms Academy in the house, and we're going to talk more with Thomas about the Second Amendment and how to protect yourself, how to make your home a more difficult to be able to. What's the word that I'm looking for there, Thomas?
You want to defend your home.
Yeah, when you defend your home and you make a hard target. So you're making that hard target on your home. So we'll talk about that, give you some tips here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here for Cleaning Commandos here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Cleaning Commandos are hiring, and they're offering competitive wages, flexible hours, relaxed atmosphere, and a sign-on bonus. Reach out if you'd like a career with the Cleaning Commandos here in Tampa Bay. Info at cleaningcommandosllc.com or call 813-750-0550, 813-750-0550. Cleaning Commandos, Consumer Quarterback Show. Hey, Brandon Rhymes here. We are looking for real estate investors. We've got a new relationship bringing us a tremendous amount of off-market real estate investment opportunities. So text the word investor to our hotline, 813-750-0550. Off-market real estate investment opportunities. Text investor to 813-750-0550. Brandon Rhymes here, Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, looking for real estate investors. Send us a text. Have you desired more income and more freedom in your life? Now is your time. Keller Williams Realty has just launched our own real estate school, and you can get licensed for free. I'm Brandon Rhymes, host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And for the first 3 people who reach out, I will personally coach you. 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. ConsumerQB.com. ConsumerQB.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at ConsumerQB.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. We like to feature our real estate listings live on air, help you sell faster and profit more when you're selling real estate properties. We got a property at 4823 Ebbtide Lane. This is unit number 405. It's a penthouse available for sale in Port Richey on the river, Gulf of Mexico views. This is a beautiful property. Great opportunity. Only $425,000 ask price, $439,000 ask price. 1,100 square feet, 1 bedroom, 2 bath, and it could be converted easily back to a 2-bedroom apartment here. 4823 Ebbtide Lane, unit number 405 in Port Richey. Check out the balcony and the deck there. You've got a 30 by 25 foot party deck right there. Beautiful property with a community pool on the river, and there's a marina next door as well if you got a boat. There's a beautiful picture of that deck that you have. See all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet.
And we got Thomas King in the house here, Florida Firearms Academy. Thomas, give us a little bit more of an insight. First, we do need to touch on, how to make your home a hard target and defend yourself. And because I heard a story over the weekend too, in Pinellas County right now, there's an uptick in females, young females going missing. So, both your home and then even when you're out on the road, or just driving around, how to defend your home and how to defend yourself.
Well, there's so many things you can do, but you have to realize that someone could be watching your house at all times. First off, who doesn't want to live in a penthouse? That was really cool looking.
That's a nice one,
there.
Right?
Yeah, great listing there. You have to act like someone's always watching your house. So at nighttime, when you have all your lights on, everyone can see you inside. So just close your curtains. Like I talked about before, they do put those little cameras out there, and they put them in the bushes, and they walk away. So they come back in a week, and they get it. Now they know what time you walk your dog, what time you eat dinner, what time you go to bed, what time you go to work. They know your whole schedule, so they're going to figure out a way to get in your house. And they're professionals. They know how to do that. The other gangs that go through there, they're going to mark signs on your neighborhood or you even near the gutter by your driveway. So you look out for these things. It's very hard to see. Only they know. But they're going to say, hey, yeah, don't go to this neighborhood. Yeah, this neighborhood's an easy target. So you want to get with your neighbors. That's first key. Some people don't like their neighbors. Okay, you know what? Say, hey, look, let's just get together once a month, maybe even once a quarter, and let's talk about what we can do to make our neighborhood a little safer. Yeah. Even if you're friends, not friends, let's just be civil, sit down, help each other out. You see something, you actually call your neighbor. Everyone should have your phone number. Make sure you have a flashlight there. But the problem that people are having right now is what we're hearing coming to our store. We're a gun range. We sell guns. People are just kicking your door in. They don't even care anymore. They're kicking your door in, and are you ready? A lot of people don't have firearm training and don't have a firearm, and that's okay. But have something that you can defend yourself or your family with, whether it be mace. We even sell these guns that shoot mace pellets out now. They have stun guns, even a bat, even a can of wasp spray, something, because if they're much bigger than you or there's more of them, they're going to probably get what they want.
Right, yeah, and you're going to be sitting there, wondering why you didn't prepare. I got a clip here about human trafficking. We were just talking about that. Here we go.
Is Hollywood trying to, because you could do any project you wanted. You selected this topic. Do you think Hollywood is trying to suppress this information? Are they being supportive, not supportive? Because this should be, you would think, in an HBO 6-part series, a Netflix 6-part series. I should see this advertised on MSNBC every night, on Amazon Prime. I don't see that. Why is that, sir?
I mean, can we say that there's a corporate structure that I believe is, a major aspect of what's called Hollywood now? I mean, Silicon Valley, as we know, is tied into that nexus. I've seen it in my own lifetime, the transition from, filmmakers and storytellers that to some extent at least had authentic voices to the place now where it feels like everything is sort of consensus woke thinking.
I'll pause it right there, but basically he was saying, is there a level of corporate involvement with human trafficking? Is there a level, and I that was on Bannon's War Room podcast, Steve Bannon, and he was interviewing one of the gentlemen that used to work for BlackRock or Blackstone. He's seen a lot of high level stuff, but yeah, it's kind of what we were talking about. It just seems like it's complicit with a certain demographic. Maybe it's the political elites, maybe it's the uniparty, maybe it's both sides, but definitely on the left you see more of a trail or a trend that way.
It's really horrifying because they are well funded, and when you're saying well funded, they have billions and billions of dollars.
Right.
How can, let's say, government stop that, right? Well, again, going back to our ports, shut that down. I mean, you got to have huge security to go in and out of the ports. What you're bringing in, how hard is it to bring a human into a port, tons of them, and export them out of here? Well,
Right.
It's probably pretty darn hard, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But it just seems like it's not slipping through the cracks. It seems like it's just well organized, done.
Right.
And everyone's just turning a blind eye. You don't hear about it. The lady that I'm actually dealing with right now, who has an organization, she says she cannot get this platform started at all. No one will talk to her. They're terrified because they don't want their family to disappear. Is that the thing that we can't talk about anymore because we'll be threatened to death, or our family will be? Well, if no one does anything, well, then everyone's going to have this problem.
Yeah, intimidation and MS-13, the gangs, they're here, right? You're hearing
They're
stories.
Absolutely
they
here.
are
You
here.
even have a Yakuza here, and that's one of the big platforms that I hear that's doing a lot of the bidding on this.
Cannibalism. They're actually doing cannibalism to further intimidate people, is what I'm hearing too.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I know, like, one of the big gangs where they will decapitate you, and I have seen these crazy videos from FBI videos or whatever.
Yep.
And that's terrifying. I never heard about the cannibalism, but you know what? It wouldn't put anything past me today as crazy as the world is. Right now you have on March 1st the convoy of truckers going to the Capitol, right?
Yeah.
That's going to start on March 1st. How is that going to affect our economy? I have told many of the business owners, I just talked to, I don't know how many CEOs out there, make sure you're ordering your supplies. Get your supplies now for your stores because we don't know how long this is going to be and how long it's going to take for things to get back to everyone's getting their deliveries. If you have all these truckers going over there, no one's going to be delivering your stuff.
Yeah.
How is this going to hurt the restaurants? Is this going to hurt, who knows? The grocery stores? Absolutely. It's going to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be making somebody's funding this too. Because how
Right.
do you pay all these truckers to go sit out there for I don't know how long and take off this much time and put their big rig at risk?
Right. Their insurances, their bank accounts, and they're doing it for freedom. That's the whole point there. Is They're
Right.
doing it for mass freedom. We know masks don't work. This vaccine was all a pandemic. It was all, insiders from the CDC, the FDA. Saw James O'Keefe's video coming out with Project Veritas.
Mm-hmm.
And, some people are just blind to this. They don't understand really what the
You'll
big
hear
picture.
that they're doing it for freedom on one half of the country. The other half, they're doing it as terrorists.
Yeah.
So why don't people understand? Why would they put their life, their bank account, their big rig online
Yeah.
to say, hey, we want to destroy things? No,
That's right.
It's not about that.
Yeah, you gotta have a certain level of common or deeper thinking, critical thinking, right? That's critical thinking skills. Thomas King, always a pleasure. Check him out. Facebook, again, you got to follow him on Facebook, Florida Firearms Academy, Instagram, putting out a lot of great content, contest as well, ffatampa.com. And March 12th, Saturday, March 12th, 3 to 6 p.m., it's going to be the Apocalypse Party, big time, over at Florida Firearms Academy right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. We'll be right back. Coming up, Captain Will Smith, Falling from the Sky, and author of Ditches to Riches. We'll be right back.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator. and owner of the Black Swan Group, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Five, four, three, two, one. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here. Consumer Quarterback Show powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Giving a shout out to Veteran Gutters, Brandon Porter and his team over at Veteran Gutters, American-made products. He's a military veteran as well. So reach out to Veteran Gutters for all of your residential and commercial veteran gutter needs. Veteran Gutters, Brandon Porter, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We've got a hot listing here in Tampa Bay. This one's 820 Pinellas Avenue in Tarpon Springs. 820 Pinellas Avenue is a corner lot location, perfect for a business. You could relocate your business here. It would be professional offices, maybe even a shop over at 820 Pinellas Avenue in Tarpon Springs. Corner lot location, walkability to the restaurants and the sponge docks and all the cool shops down there at 820 Pinellas Avenue, Tarpon Springs. Listed just under $200,000. Great opportunity. You can see all of our listings at Platinum MVP Team All right, we have our friend Captain Will Smith back on the program. Captain Will, what's happening?
Well, nothing much, Brandon. I'm here in Miami International trying to get back to Tampa, and I know now why I like flying privately and not commercially. It doesn't seem to be getting any better, getting worse. It's a madhouse here, and it's only, Tuesday? Can you imagine how it is on the weekends when people are really trying to get somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. And I had someone one of my friends reach out and said they wanted to fly to New York for, I think it was some type of a family event. They were wondering about private flights. I gave them your information, your website, and told them it would be a little bit more costly than a traditional buying a seat on a big bird. But for many people, it's very, very worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it because of the TSA. Just to give an example, just trying to clear TSA, and I had no bags. So I'm just, commuting back to Tampa, and leaving the plane here. And it took us 50 minutes to process 30 people. And it was just absolutely ridiculous how slow the TSA lines are running. Because everybody wants to bring all their bags. They're filling up 4 bins at a time. And it slows down the process. I mean, check your bags, people, because if you bring 4 bags and you go up and everybody brings 4 bags, they're going to make you check them anyways. So you're really not doing yourself any favors. Just carry a one carry-on bag, like a backpack, like I do if I'm traveling, and put the rest to check them. It's if you're going to go commercially. But if you're doing it privately, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Your curbside service right there. Jump on the plane. Does it cost a little more? Of course, but it's also more expensive to rent a limo to get to where you're going than to rent a car.
Yeah, absolutely. WillSmithAviation.com. Best website for the commercial or the pilot side. Will Smith
Right,
Aviation.
that's correct. Yep, WillSmithAviation.com. We can put you with a good charter company. Make sure you get from point A to point B. It's worth the extra money for the convenience of not having to deal with what I'm going through right now, which is absolutely absurd.
Yeah. Now let's shift gears here. Talk about the movie side. So you've got Falling from the Sky, the movie, coming in to fruition. A lot of cool things happening, a lot of moving parts. But give us some of the inside scoop here. What's happening with the movie?
Well, I got to meet with Dave Yates again on Friday. We sat down and did a little chit-chat about what we're doing. So we're pitching the treatment. You probably already knew that, and we're writing, still in the midst of writing the actual script. So the bigger players, Netflix, Lionsgate, Paramount, we're pitching them the treatment, but 9 times out of 10 they come back and want to see a script. So that's why we're getting a script halfway done. So when we go to pitch it to them and they find interest, we've got something to give to them. More so than just the treatment. So that's what's really exciting to me. I'm working with David Yates and David DeBoer. He's the one of the writers out of Tennessee, and he's done this a lot. Has a lot of great connections. And it's just for the Tampa Bay community. I know I've said this before. I'll say it again. They're slated to do 10 films this year in Tampa Bay. We're also working with Jared Parker, and he does economic development for the state of Florida and how much money this will bring to each city where the filming is being done. So that's another guest that's coming up soon on your show to hear about the economic development side of filmmaking here in the great state of Florida.
Yeah, we're real exciting, and the economic impact, people don't really, sometimes underestimate it, I should say, is that, for example, with Dolphin Tale 1 and 2, the economic impact that that movie and sequel created for the Clearwater Marine Aquarium was just a significant number. Do you remember offhand what that number was, Will?
It was, with the 2 movies, it was, I think, a little over $500 million brought to the area, and they're still collecting money, people coming in just, from that. And that was that movie. That wasn't other movies that are being filmed. Disney has just put in a tremendous amount of money into the state of Florida to do filming. So, and some of that, helps with local film producers, and then some of it helps mainly for Disney in doing their films. But it's starting to look like Florida is going to be, the state that everybody wants to come and film to, because we have so many awesome locations to film with Key West, with the Bahamas. We're doing part of our film is going to be in the Bahamas. The majority of it, of course, is going to be here in Florida. But there's just so many awesome locations to film, and everybody loves being in Florida. I mean, quite honestly, people are moving in faster than we can count them.
Yep, record numbers. We're talking with Captain Will Smith here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. And yeah, record numbers, and unfortunately that's causing record rents amount. I keep seeing articles about Tampa Bay being the highest in the average rent now, the rent increases and the rents. And unfortunately with people renting properties, it's a sticky number, meaning it's not going to come down. It's going to stay high for the rents. But so the real estate side is being impacted by that, by this unprecedented demand that's coming into the area. So, Captain Will Smith, got about a minute left, my friend. Parting words of wisdom, and what else you got going on?
Well, I mean, just how can I say it? I love Tampa Bay. It's, in my opinion, it's the number one city to live in, to raise a family in. We got so many awesome and exciting things going on there. Get involved with the film industry. Get on board now while you can. And if you're tired of dealing with the commercial air travel like I am, look me up, WillSmithAviation.com, and we'll get you squared away and get you connected to the people that you need to be in touch with about doing private air travel.
Yeah, absolutely. The way to go. Absolutely the way to go. Oh, and also mention how you helped out with the Bahamas, because that was a big thing. It's kind of, when we have these storms and things happen, it's all in the news. But then a year later, and months later, the momentum kind of gets lost. But you helped a lot with the recovery efforts down in the Bahamas.
We did offer a lot. We volunteered our time. We got a lot of recovery down there to them. We just recently, what we did for Nassau, just for the Bahamian people, we went down and gave away close to $100,000 worth of gifts and toys for the little boys and girls over there. We worked with the people that are that are less fortunate. Gave away, I think, over 500 meals. So we're doing a lot. We got Will's Way Foundation going. We've got got a lot of positive upbeat behind that. And most recently, we'll start working directly with the homeless and getting some mini homes in for the people who are getting out of prison. With the book Ditches to Riches, and getting them in housing. So that's looking positive as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, safe flight, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
All right, brother. Take care. I'll see you.
All righty. Captain Will Smith, check him out online. He's got 2 great books out as well, Ditches to Riches and Falling from the Sky. The movie coming up soon. A lot of good things happening there as well. We're going to take a quick break. We come back. Shane Socash, owner, David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Talk about the effects of cryptocurrency and where people are putting their money. What's the smart money move? Of course, real estate as an investment is always there, but you're looking at precious metals and other sources of people moving money into those alternative investment classes. We'll be right back here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
This is Diane Vance with Fairway Independent Mortgage, a member of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Please give me a call for any of your mortgage needs. We do all sorts of loans. If you would like information on a mortgage, you can text me or call me at 727-647-8199. I will take care of all your mortgage needs. Go to my website at dianevance.com.
Ian Beckles here with my man Brandon Rhymes, a.k.a. the real estate quarterback. Brandon, what's happening with the market?
Thanks, Ian. We are in a low inventory market, so any of our listeners are homeowners and would like a free comparable market analysis or a 2.5% listing, we will honor this for the first 3 listeners who call or text in
813-917-1894.
Free CMA and a 2.5% real estate listing. Check out ConsumerQB.com.
Looking for a venue to host your next business or family event? Make it Largo Event Center. The Consumer Quarterback Show has used the Largo Event Center, and the hall and service you get is fantastic. Over 8,500 square feet of meeting space, perfect for events, expos, and trade shows. Upstairs offers space for smaller meetings and groups to include use of their lounge and game room. Plenty of room outside for car shows or food truck events and concerts. Largo Event Center is just west of US 19 on 126th Avenue. For booking and details, visit LargoEventCenter.com. That's LargoEventCenter.com. Or call Guy at 727-776-3442.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. Always want to help you win in your real estate deals as well. If you're buying, selling, or investing, we would love to talk to you and help you through the process. Just joined the Keller Williams Sports and Entertainment Division as well. An elite class of only 1,000 agents out of 200,000 worldwide with Keller Williams Realty. So we're helping luxury and sports and entertainment division as well. So real excited about that. A lot of the momentum around the Consumer Quarterback Show and a lot of our partners as well. I've got a restaurant listed up in Dade City. This one's 14121 7th Street in Dade City. We've got a restaurant that has a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment built in, so you could have your on-site management there as well. 14121 7th Street in Dade City. All of the equipment comes with it. You've got a lot of stoves and cooking equipment as well, and refrigeration equipment. Restaurant's been established since 1990, and it's in downtown Dade City. So you've got the street parking, 2 public parking lots in the back as well. Sale includes furniture and equipment. Perfect entrepreneurial investment, plenty of parking, great opportunity, and you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. Somewhere sunny and 75. And a quick shout out to our friends at Replenish IV Solutions. If you want to feel hydrated and energized and replenished, reach out to Stephen and Lisa Gunnan over at Replenish IV Solutions. They've got multiple Bay Area locations, or they will come to you so you can get service with a nurse over at your home or office. And what they're going to do is hook you up with a vitamin infusion drip. You're going to get all the good stuff right into your body. That way you can perform at optimal conditions. Replenish IV Solutions. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, we're going to the phone line here. We got Shane Socash on the line here. David Reynolds, Jewelry and Coin. Hey, Shane, how are you today, my friend?
Hey, Brandon, how's it going?
Excellent, excellent. A lot of uncertainty out there in the market. Now seems like more than ever with this pending Russia and Ukraine issue happening. And people are looking at, alternative investments or, to precious metals are hot.
Definitely. We're still seeing the pattern, 3 steps up, 2 steps back, 3 steps up, 2 steps back, as far as metals go. They're inching up, and we're also seeing something that is nice, that the premiums that you pay above the metal price are starting to recede back closer to pre-pandemic prices. So it's kind of starting to potentially make them a deal.
So walk me through that a little bit more in detail. So the premiums, you said the premiums that you used to pay before pre-pandemic. Walk me through that.
Yeah, so basically the way it works is, take a gold American Eagle. It's a 1-ounce U.S. minted bullion coin. And typically, historically, I've been here for 22 years, you would expect to see us paying about spot minus $10 or $15. So spot is the market, like right at this second, it's 1903. So you take 1903, subtract out $10, and that's give or take what we would buy it for in the past. And then what we would sell it for is about $65 over that. So 1903 plus 65 is typically what you would pay, give or take historically. And when the pandemic hit, people weren't going to their vaults and taking their gold out, and all the mints shut down, so that premium rocketed up to $200 over spot. So it really just kind of went really high. And as long as it was hard to get our hands on gold, it stayed high. But we're seeing it recede back. As of today, it's spot plus $90. And so it's about $30 over what I would expect historically.
Okay. So spot is almost like a par, like you think about par?
Yes, exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. Yeah. So when you look at that, so you got precious metals, all types of precious metals. And then, of course, you sell beautiful jewelry design. You design jewelry and also diamonds, and just a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we've been selling a lot of diamonds. There's been a lot of talk about, what we're having to pay to get the diamonds in is increasing. Diamonds, again, I don't think of diamonds as investment like gold, but if you have a high-quality diamond that you bought 10 or 15 years ago and it's a GIA-reported stone, there's a good chance that you would break even or potentially even make a little money on something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I know a lot of people are converting their leases right now. So they had a lease on a vehicle, and then they're converting them. It's interesting to see how the different asset classes are affected.
Yeah, absolutely. We did the same thing. My mom's lease was due, and we did some research and on her Cadillac, and it's cheaper to keep her. So
there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You convert them, you got good rates there, and depending on how many miles, et cetera. Some people like to own the vehicle, test it out as a lease, and then convert it to a buy. And so we're talking with Shane Socash here. He's the owner of David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin. Shane, talk a little bit about your experience. You've been in the industry for quite some time.
Yeah, so personally, I've been in the jewelry industry full-time for 30 years exactly this year. I started in 92, and I've worked at 2 places in St. Petersburg full-time, and been at David Reynolds for 22 years now. So it's been interesting. We've seen some things just like you in the real estate,
Yeah. Yep, you see the ups and downs, you see the different cycles, and it looks like we're getting ready to head into somewhat of a recession. There's some different folks out there. I listen to different economists, and some people are calling for unfortunately, nobody really wants to be the one that's purveying of that. But hey, there's potential for a recession, especially with inflation, and now the Federal Reserve starting to act. They're going to be allegedly raising rates. So interesting to see how that shakes out over the next 12 months, 18 months.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't imagine how it doesn't happen. Again, I'm not as smart as you and these folks in Washington, but it seems like it has to happen.
Yeah, it does. It does. And, so people are, and we've talked about cryptocurrency. It's one of those things that a lot of people don't understand, that there's still that level of, unexpectation, if that's a way to program it there. But when you think about it, what do you expect when you look at a cryptocurrency, and then when it turns into the potential for the government to say, hey, this is nice, you guys have this Bitcoin, you've got this Ethereum and Dogecoin, but what if the government were to just kind of step in and say, no, we're going to do our own. We've decided paper money's out, digital currency, we see that people like it, you've kind of helped us prove the model there, but we're going to do our own digital currency.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I definitely, so I like the lore of something that's not specific to one country, that's right, transportable and follows you wherever you were to go in the world. But, yeah. It's
interesting. Definitely interesting. So if people want to stop by and check you out, you're right there on Central Avenue in St. Petersburg.
Yeah, definitely corner of 40th Street and Central Avenue. Been on Central Avenue since 1971, in this location since 1981. 6 full-time jewelers, 3 graduate gemologists, 2 registered master valuers. We can do it all here.
Yeah. How often do you get people coming in just saying, hey, I've had this, I'm not even sure what it's worth, and just kind of giving them an appraisal on it?
20-plus times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what we do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I know in the past we spoke a little bit about some of the unique stories that you've had. What's some of the outliers there? I've
got nothing. We've had such good ones,
Yeah.
and I just haven't had anything that's planted the seed that I have to share with you. We get the random person that comes in with a coin that's surprisingly, worth much more than they expected, but nothing like some of the early stories I told you about, the person that ran the car wash and went to get quarters, and the bank gave them 20 rolls of silver quarters, and each quarter was worth $4 or $5 at the time. Wow. And they paid straight face value for it. So wow. It's yep, the stories happen, and believe me, the next time I have a good one, I'm going to share it with you.
Yeah, appreciate that. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin, Shane Socash here on the program. What is this Denny Wong collection I see on your website?
Yeah, Denny Wong is a fascinating designer out of Hawaii. He does a lot of sea life type jewelry, and he's just an incredible designer. Every year he wins all kinds of awards for his pieces, and we've become friendly. You know, he does events here typically once a year. It's been a little slowed down because of COVID, but beautiful stuff, beautiful sea life, and just beautiful designs in general.
Yeah, that's awesome. People love to get creative with their jewelry, and you know the couples too. You know, you look at engagement and the ability to come in. Folks can come down, and you can help them with ideas. You can help them design jewelry as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So we do CAD design, where we're able to show you pictures of it before we've actually created it, and keep tweaking it until it meets your approval. Modern 3D printing, where after you've approved the design, I can 3D print a model you can actually put on your finger. And then all the old-fashioned stuff from there. You know, we do everything. You know, all the super modern ways of creating jewelry, as well as like the time-tested traditional ways.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Computer-aided design. These things are really immaculate now. The way that you can really kind of just say, here's your vision, take it from your mind, and then put it into a computer, and then have it just basically spit out like basically here's what it'll look like. Yeah,
and then the client says, "Oh, you know, I wanted it a little wider," and you say, "Oh, like this," and you're able to tweak it until you get it to be what their vision was as well.
Yeah, that's super awesome. All right, Shane, where's the best place for folks to find you online and offline?
Yeah, so corner of 40th Street and Central Avenue in St. Pete, and then David Reynolds, jewelryandcoin.com always works as well.
David Reynolds, jewelryandcoin.com.
Yep.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks for spending some time with us, Shane. We appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Bye.
All right, check him out online, David Reynolds, Jewelry and Coin. And go and visit them. And again, just remember, when you're supporting this show, you're supporting another one of our on-air expert contributors. You're supporting the local economy. You're supporting 860 The Answer and our program here. And we're syndicating this content out. We're helping a lot of people. You're helping nonprofits by doing that. And we greatly appreciate all that do. And, of course, buying, selling, or investing, we would love to talk to you on the real estate side. A lot of people are looking for investments that they can rent out, since the rents are rising right now. And, unfortunately, the muscular class, the working class, is taking the brunt of that. Their rents are increasing, and it's just part of the macro economy, the micro economy here locally, but macro, where people are moving from. They're moving from blue states to red. You're seeing the rents rising, and more and more people buying and investing into real estate. So we'd love to help you with that as well. So, hey, another great show. Thomas King, Captain Will Smith, and Shane Socash were our guests here on the program. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another and be a force for good in the community. And we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes1 on Instagram, Twitter, Getter, and now on Truth Social as well, Brandon Rhymes. And we'll be back on the next episode of the Consumer Quarterback Show.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rhymes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.